So the blue player does not need to fight. There's no zombie, so he can now directly draw a card. This is again, I hate clowns. This is not too bad. But I think he directly will go for this card, and he will play that on the black player. So the no, he waits. No, might be more important later on. I think, yeah, he will play this red nose. That will get him this stuffed animal card, so he can take the top card of the discard pile. And now it's his movement, so let's see what he's going to roll. Okay, that's only a 1, but as he's not in possession of a clown mobile, that's not really a problem. Now he will roll for the zombie movement. That's a 5, so let's see if he can do something there. This wouldn't help him at all, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So really red player has got something to do in the next turn. He could discard, but he doesn't want to do that. And now it's the red player's turn. The red player has not to fight directly in this turn, but he can of course draw a card. And it's really not a problem for the red player, as he plays his mineral water, so he can avoid any fighting with the zombies for this turn. So now he would roll. So that's tough. That's a 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As he has the clown mobile, so he's nearly made it. Let me focus that. Let's focus that a little bit. So this is, wow, actually good. And now it would be zombie movement. Oh, that's a 6. So he will definitely place it 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. 5 and 6 doesn't really matter. So this was the red player's turn. And now it's off to the black player. Yeah. So there's no fighting. He can draw a card. So let's see. So this is send in the clowns. So any zombie you're going to kill will be placed on another player's field. So, but it's not that important, so he already has that in place. So, no, he will roll for his movement. It's a 2, plus 2, it's 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is good. And now for zombie movement. It's 4, so we definitely will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this was the black player's turn. I think he's discarding this card here, not so important for him. And now it would be again the blue player. Of course, blue player needs to fight first, so let's see what he rolls here as a fight dice. So 6, that's not a problem. This goes away. Now he can, so now he really places this card, and of course he plays it on the red player, so his movement is halved now, and he's losing one equipment that's in front of him. He only has this clown mobile, so this needs to go back. So again, he needs to go back to the big top. This time there's no really a card that that might help. So let's roll for movement. That's a 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. This is not a problem. Let's roll for zombie movement. So 4. So no, it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So this was this. So he can discard, but he's not going to do that. So now it's again the red player who's really pissed. So first he has to fight this zombie here. It's a 3, that's not enough, so he pays 1 ammunition marker. Then the zombie is gone. And yeah, now he can draw a card. So let's see what he draws. You call this funny. Play this card to send 1 player directly to field of the funhouse. So yeah, I think it's easy going for him. He will place it on the black player and place it here back to the funhouse, to the zombie. And I think I have to check something first. And yes, this is bad news for the black player. He also loses his clown mobile. So back there. And now red player can roll for his movement. So let's say 4. And back to the big top. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And zombie movement. So this will be, I think they will send away. So 1 and maybe 2. And no, he does not discard anything. And now it's again the black player. Black player needs to fight first. So that's a 3. Not enough. So black player loses a life token. Now he has to fight again. So it's also not enough. And now this is gone. So he's dead. So normally the blue, so this he's now dead. Black player is dead. So normally we would say let's send him back to the start. But I think it's clear now, and I think we will just let him die here. So this was the black player. He will be dead, and we will remember him well. Good job, red player. So now let's go back to the blue player here. No, of course. No, of course, yeah. It's a blue player. The blue player's turn. There's no fighting involved, so he can draw a card. That's another walk. And I think this is now pretty easy. He will roll the dice. A die, that's a 2, so it's 1, 2. Come on, let's focus. And then zombie movement, and this is now really getting a little bit boring, so it's 1. And then it's the red player. The red player can also draw a card. So that's cotton candy. Okay, he can place a +1. Not so important at this point in time. I think he's playing this red nose here, as it's also a weapon. And he's now rolling this dice. Oh, come on, it's also only 1. Then zombie movement. Let's say 3, 1, 2, and whatever. 3. And it's off again to the blue player. Does not need to fight. He does not need to draw a card. And I think he will just roll his movement. So that's a 6, way better. So it's 1, 2, 3. Then he takes his clown mobile. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So he's doing good now. Then zombie movement. So place this away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make it a bit difficult. So this would be the blue player's turn. Now it's back again to the red player. The red player doesn't have to fight. He can draw a card. So let's see. Oh, come on. You are going to die. Play this card to send him. Yeah, of course you will do that. So he plays this card now. Going to die. So the blue player needs to roll a die. It's a 1, so the blue player loses 2 lives. But also he needs to go to the clairvoyant here. So put him here. And now normal turn for the red player. So that's a 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And again zombie movement. So that's a 6. So that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops. And now he can discard a card. No, it's not going to do that. It's now the blue player. And the blue player, he's playing this I hate clowns. So he has a +1 now for any fights against zombie clowns. It might be useful. And I think that's it for that. So he can still, yeah, he will now roll the die. So that's a 4 +2 is 6. So first he goes, oops, he goes here, fights the zombie. Hopefully he can do that. It's +1. No, that's enough. So this zombie is killed. Then he has still, what was it? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. I think it was a 4. Hopefully I was correct. So he needs to fight again. +1. So that's a 2. It's a 3. So he spends 1 ammunition marker to get rid of that one as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Really hope this was correct. Now it's again. No, it's now of course zombie movement 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now back to the red player. Red player does not need to fight. He draws the last card. So these are not going to be reshuffled. So it's a... Oops, sorry. Okay, sorry. This was the doorbell. Now let's go on playing. He got this gala presentation. I think he will now play this mineral water again. So he can, let's say, get around every or avoid any fight. So he will do that, that's for sure. Oh, come on. So this is only a 1. So there are no fights, but still there is zombie movement. That's a 1. I did a mistake, I just checked that, so the blue player should be here, not there. But still there's 1 zombie movement, so takes care of that. And now it's again the blue player's turn. There are no tiles to draw, there are no cards to draw. He's playing, I think, this stuffed animal now in front of him, so this is a weapon. And I think then it's, yeah, he needs to fight this zombie. Oh, that's a 1. That's definitely not enough to kill that, so he loses a life, so he's getting rid of that stuffed animal card here. So he needs to roll again. So 3, this is enough, at least with a ammunition marker. That also was his last one. So he's getting rid of that zombie. Now it's his movement. That's So 3 plus 2, it's 5. So let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wow, he's really coming close now. And then zombie movement, of course. So that's 3. So he will place it 1, 2, and maybe 3. And now it's again the red player. There's still no way to do that, but I think he's just playing his... No, he's playing this Scala presentation card first. And this means take a zombie and from each pool of the player and put it on any field. So he will put one here, and of course he will also take one from here. So it makes it harder for the blue player. Now it's rolling for the red player's turn. So that's a 6. So it's 1. Oops, 1. So he needs to fight here. So let's see what the fight dice will say. That's a 4. That's enough. So first is dead. Then it's a 2. The second zombie. It's a 5. Also enough. So it's also dead. And now it's 1, 2, 3. So he again takes the clown mobile, puts it in front of him. 3, 4, and 5. I think it was a 5. And now zombie movement. So let's see. It's a 6. Okay, that's not really necessary. So this one is not necessary anymore. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now it's again the blue player. So he's playing now his card. So this player needs to discard a card here. And the movement is doubled from the red player. Halved. And now he needs to fight, of course. Should have been the first thing he did. So might really be 3. That's not enough, so he loses 1 life. Next roll. It's 1. It's also not enough, so he's only down to 1 here. And now when he's now died, then I end it. That's a 4. We keep the tension, that's for sure. Now it would be his movement phase, and he does that. So, and also if he now rolls a 1 and goes back to the Thanos, I think we will call it a day then. No, that's okay. So it would be enough. So 1, he needs to fight, and if he's now 4 or higher, then he won. Yes, and he did it. Great, who did that? Really some tension at the ending here. So this is killed, and he's doing the rest of his movement. Blue player got his clown mobile, and he entered the last field on this ticket booth. So he actually won the game. Congratulations. So this was a playthrough session of Zombie 7, Send in the Clowns. Hope you enjoyed it. You can see it can be really unfair, this game. It can really go on and on and on for hours, basically. I think the creators here made a full stop when saying you're not allowed to reshuffle the event card deck and so on, and there will be no more additional zombies because the tiles are also relatively limited. And so you come to an end sooner or later, but it's still very luck-based game. But I do enjoy it because I really like the theme to that. I do like the miniatures and so on. And it's really a nice expansion for Zombies, the base game. But it's definitely enough to play the expansion on its own sometimes. Of course, if you have some more time in the evening and really want to enjoy a long round of Zombies, then I think it's a perfect match or mix with the base game. And yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understood what it's all around. Hopefully I did not do too many errors. Please correct me if I saw any of those. And yeah, hope to see you soon, and bye-bye.